Vic XL. I love Ridin Durty radio. Yo. Like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy, Vic XL, and this is the Ridin Durty Show podcast, where we bring you everything that's next, but we bring it to you right now. Bridging the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. That's what we do right here at the Ridin Durty Show. And again, I'm your boy, Vic XL. Let's start this show off by saying one time for our sponsors, one time for Dr. Juice Cleanse. That's right, Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser. All-natural cleansers that promise to do all kind of amazing things for your body, like slow down the aging process, like help slow down and eliminate stress. Now, if you're like me and you tend to deal with different elements of life all day, every day, Dr. Juice Cleanse is a product for you because it can help eliminate or slow down or stop stress. It might stop you from graying early. See, if I had Dr. Juice Cleanse when I was about 18 years old, when I started to gray, I might not have no gray hair. I might have less gray hair. But Dr. Juice Cleanse wasn't around back then. Also, Dr. Juice Cleanse can help remove toxins and things from your body that are not wanted. Gunk in your body. You don't want it there. Dr. Juice Cleanse can get it up out of there. All right. Also, it can help you lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. Now, I know we're in the midst of summertime. Everybody just had a wonderful Memorial Day, 4-day weekend, and maybe you didn't get bikini fine for the summertime. Well, you got from now to July the 4th that you can get yourself right. And Dr. Juice Cleanse can help you lose 25 pounds in just 10 days. That's more than enough time to lose that summertime weight that you want to lose. So do me one large, huge favor and visit drjuicecleanse.com. Tell them that Ridin Durty Radio and Vic XL sent you and order you some and become a client today. Also got to say one time for our sponsor, overflowcafe.com. Overflowcafe.com is a traffic generating website. And what I mean by that, they're a traffic generating service. They will help generate traffic to your website. They will help generate traffic to your social media site. They can help you get more customers. They can help you get more likes. They can help you get more views. Whatever you're trying to accomplish on the World Wide Web, overflowcafe.com can help you achieve that by just signing up to one of their low monthly packages, and you can start achieving the looks, the listens, the likes, the purchases you want to achieve today. So visit overflowcafe.com. Let them know Vic XL and Ridin Durty Radio sent you, and they will hook you up, and they can help eliminate some of the stress and strain of trying to one by one generate traffic for your social media or website. All right. Today is May 29th, Tuesday, May 29th. Again, hopefully everybody had a lovely 4-day Memorial Day weekend, and I gotta say happy birthday to, first and foremost, I gotta say happy birthday to one of the hosts of America's Got Talent, former member of the Spice Girl, Mel B. She turns 43 years old today. Also gotta say happy birthday to one of my favorite NBA players, Mr. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony turns 34 years old today. Man, it seems like I can remember Carmelo Anthony coming out of UConn. He's already 34. That means I'm getting a little older too. Also gotta say, man, if you're a wrestling fan like me, I gotta say happy birthday to Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle turns 32 years old today. Also gotta say happy birthday to one of the legendary Jacksons, Latoya Jackson. She turns 62 years old today. And also, speaking of the Jacksons, I gotta say happy birthday to the oldest of all the Jackson clan, Rebe Jackson. You might remember Rebe. She had the song Centipede back in the day. Well, she turns 68 years old today. And last but not least, in my celebrity column, I gotta say happy birthday to Sacramento King, Mr. Markel Futz. He was a rookie this year for the Sacramento King. Well, he turns 20 years old today, and I just want to tell him congratulations. Had a great rookie year. Don't think he's going to win the Rookie of the Year award, but happy birthday to Mr. McKell, who turns 20 years old today. Now, speaking of my Facebook family and friends, I gotta say happy birthday to longtime listener of the Ridin Durty show. Started listening to me over at WRFG. I gotta say happy birthday to my man DJ and one, aka Casper, aka Tariq, man. My man's over in North Carolina, definitely doing his thing now on the DJ tip. But happy birthday to my man DJ and one. And speaking of DJs, man, gotta say happy birthday, not happy birthday, but I gotta say what's up to one of my favorite DJs, one of the first dudes I knew that could really control them tables. And I grew up watching them. Me and him were the same age, but I still grew up watching them killing on the turntables. I gotta say what's up to my man DJ Noli. No, what's up, mine? On the check-in. All right, little hip-hop news real quick for you guys. Unless you've been under a rock, you know my man Pusha T released his album Friday, his 7-song album Friday. But in releasing his album, he did have a song called Daytona. And on this song, Daytona, he dissed my man Drake. Well, it took Drake no time to respond, because Drake responded in 24 hours. And when I say Drake responded in 24 hours, Drake gave Pusha T the business. Now, I'm a big Pusha T fan, okay? I think Pusha T is one of the dopest rappers to touch the mic. But after seeing what Drake did to Meek Mill, now seeing what Drake did to Pusha T, I'm starting to feel like y'all might not want to diss Drake, man. Y'all getting bodied by an R&B singer. That's all I'm going to say, man. Y'all getting bodied by an R&B singer. Because Drake definitely is not with it. If you diss him, he's definitely coming back. He gave Pusha T the business. He gave Meek Mill the business. So anybody in line, I guess if Drake feels like you're worthy, he will diss you back. So one time for my man Drake on a quick comeback. Hopefully this is going to stay on wax. And hopefully we'll hear something back from my man Pusha T. But in the meantime, definitely get his brand new album that's dropped. It is dope. Only 7 songs, so no filler, all bangers, all right? One time for my man Playboi Carti, but for some reason, Playboi Carti fans in Australia have been let down again, because for the second time, he has canceled his Australian tour. All right? Now, I got to say one time for my man Lil Baby, A-Town rapper Lil Baby. Lil Baby has probably been on the hip-hop scene now for a strong 12, 18 months. He just released his first album, Harder Than Ever, and that thing debuted at number 3 on the Billboard chart. So one time for Lil Baby for definitely doing his thing. Congrats to you. And hey, man. Right now, I gotta say, hip-hop is in a great place. The Wu-Tang Clan is back in the studio working on a brand new album. And not only are they working on a new album, but it seems like they've pushed my man RZA to the side. And Ghostface is at the helm of things, and it seems like he's going to be putting the album together. So I'm very interested in seeing how this thing is going to work out with Ghostface taking control this time instead of my man RZA. And last but not least, I don't know if we're being completely trolled, but the mystery is still, is Nicki Minaj really dating Eminem? The world wants to know. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's just that simple. I gave y'all a little news, gave y'all birthdays and sponsors. Now it's time for me to give y'all what I like to give y'all more than anything, and that's the people of our community, the people of the streets, the people that are moving and shaking and definitely doing their thing. So today is no different from any other day. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would love to introduce you guys to Miss Tawanna Jackson of Recovery Warriors. How you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Just want to tell you thank you for this opportunity. Really excited. You already got me pumped and amped with all the news that you gave me. So I just want to tell you thanks again for this opportunity.
Well, you know what? I love it when people enjoy or feel comfortable coming on the show. That means the conversation is going to be even better and more in depth. And that's what this platform is all about, bringing what we have going on to the people, because a lot of times we'll be doing so much that it might go unnoticed, and that's why I've created this platform. So we're going to start off. Number one, I got to give the people the meat of Miss Jackson. you are, not only are you the CEO of Recovery Warriorz Incorporated, but you are a veteran, a mother, an entrepreneur, a national award winner, a mental health advocate, an author, and a humanitarian. How do you fit all of these hats on one head?
It really comes down to the lived experience. The one thing that you left out is I'm a person that lives in long-term recovery also. So all those things and hats that you named, they were kind of birthed just out of my lived experience. You know, I'm also an 8-time ex-felon, you know what I'm saying, along with those things. I'm also a person who, you know, abused alcohol and marijuana to the maximum. So all those things were birthed out of my own dysfunction and not being able to, you know, stay still on my own life journey. So that's where all that came from, and seeing that I wasn't the only one who needed those resources.
All right, so let's go back to the beginning, because you mentioned that you are an 8-time ex-felon. Let the people know where Miss Jackson is from, and we're going to start from there, and we're going to bring them all the way up to your accomplishment and achievements of today.
Okay. All right. Well, I was born in Columbus, Georgia. It's about an hour and 15 minutes south of Atlanta, Georgia. I was born to a mom and dad who were married, but unfortunately, my father suffered from substance abuse disorders, and my mom, you know, we don't consider it an addictive disorder, but she was a gambler. I had a nice childhood. My parents divorced. You know, I was raised by my dad and one of his sisters. You know, to me, the normal life of growing up in the hood, you know, everything, you got the dope dealers, you got this on the other corner. And it was just really a matter of me deciding which route in life I was going to take. At the age of 17, I ended up joining the military. But at the age of 13, I was raped. Let me say that. I was raped at the age of 13. At the age of 17, I joined the military, which is DEP, the entry program, where my parents signed for me to be in my basic one summer, AIT net. And kind of took that life journey for a bit. But when I got out the military a bit, the streets and what I knew, I gravitated back to that. And what I've learned is, during my journey, is I'm not the only one. During that journey, I had gotten married, into the hustle game. And unfortunately, one day woke up and did some things, and I got 8 felonies, aggravated assault, some felony forgery charges. And before I knew it, all the things that I had done before, the military, all those great accolades were raped. And, the stigma, sometimes it's a badge of honor to have these charges and go to jail. The other times it's like, you can't get this money that rock. And fortunately, I ended up moving away. I ended up moving up here to Atlanta because I went through a lot of hard times with alcoholism, aggressive behavior, bad relationships, wrong decisions, anything you can name, I've done it. And I just ended up moving away from that environment. And once I started getting my own help bit for myself, I realized I wasn't the only black female who didn't encounter some of these problems. And I was diagnosed with bipolar and post-traumatic stress. And I laugh about it now because every black male I know called his girl bipolar at some point. And we kind of identify with that, and we kind of laugh about it. But at the end of the day, I had some real issues going on. And once I started getting my own recovery, I started feeling like, hey, I can heal somebody else. Wrote in, got my own pardon, because when I got my pardon, wasn't no internet, wasn't no Facebook, wasn't no podcast like yours, sir, to give me this opportunity to share this information. So I wrote in, got my pardon, and now I just see everything that I went through. Only thing I do when you name all those hats, only thing I'm doing good is giving everybody back that same resource that was given to me. Hey, you've been locked up, if you need a pardon, I'm going to help you get your gun right back. I'm going to help you get your gun right back. Okay, hey, you in the black community, they saying you crazy bipolar, don't be scared to go get some help. I ain't saying you got to take the meds, but go get you some help. And I started working in the field. I work for the state of Georgia now. Ended up writing the book just because of my own experience, and here I am today on your show. I really don't remember the journey. It's just I know I'm here. I just kept pushing forward. That's the only way I can look back on it.
Okay, so, man, That's a lot. Now, you mentioned something at the beginning, like you came from a household of a married couple. A lot of times we tend to feel like you need both parents in the home, and that'll definitely guarantee that you'll be straight. But obviously, that wasn't a fact in your case. What made you go straight when you had a mom and a dad in front of you?
Well, they were married, you know, when I was first born. They ended up getting divorced, but I think, just being honest, I was raised right, Vic. I did wrong on my own. It was just peer pressure. I ain't gonna put it on no friend. It was just wanting to fit in. It was just wanting to not be the one that was singled out because I didn't have, or I wasn't a part of the in crowd. So it was really just, and I can say this, I thank the Most High right now that social media wasn't around when I was growing up, because I think that probably would have had a bigger impact on me going down the wrong road. So I can't really say somebody or something. It was just my own bad decisions.
Okay. You mentioned social media twice during this conversation. How much do you think social media affects people today, and definitely affect cultural behavior?
Oh, wow. It's so ironic you asked that. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I do a lot of live videos on minority mental health and, you know, how music and different things can affect our mental state of being. And a young girl, 16-year-old, saw one of my videos, and she actually was having suicidal thoughts and had never told her parents. So, and the suicidal thoughts were stemmed from her looking at social media, believing the lies and the programming that friends were saying, and they really weren't living that lifestyle, and she was feeling like she was less than. She was feeling like she had to dress a certain way. And that was enough to make her think about contemplating suicide. And for me, that thing was deep, because, you know, we got kids, you know, we got nieces and nephews, and at the age of 15, I don't think no one at any age, but no child should be thinking about taking their own life because of social media. So I think we play a role in it. We always say we don't, and it's my life, I can do what I want to do. But at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility and an accountability to the energy that we're putting out in this universe.
Now, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit about the mental health side, but you touched on the social media and her, you know, thinking or considering suicide. I remember at one point in time in the African American or even the Hispanic community, suicide was almost unheard of. Like, I remember growing up, we like, oh, white folks kill themselves. Black, people of color, we don't kill ourselves. Hell, living is hard enough. Why would we kill ourselves? But it seems like in the minority communities, suicide is at an alarming rate. And I have to think that's partially due to social media and the fact that we tend to act as if mental illness doesn't exist.
Absolutely. It's a stigma. It's kind of like this. You'll date a chick who they say, well, you know, she had cancer and that's why she was bald, but her hair was that pretty. But if you put me next to her and say, well, Shawty got bipolar, you ain't gonna, you know, it's kind of like I'm tainted. So, you know, when you're looking at social media and you already have these doubts about your own self-image, then, of course, if you're looking at, you know, social media and they're saying you got to dress this way, or if you don't know how to twerk, or if you ain't got no podcast, or if you ain't got 5,000 followers, or, you know, you ain't got 800 likes, then you're not popping. So for me, internally and subconsciously, it plays on all of our minds if we're not aware of how deep we're intertwined with this social media. So definitely. And in the minority community now, we're facing so many different, you know, struggles and battles that, you know, and when you said that it didn't happen in the past, it did happen. It's just that we were always taught as black people, we strong. We don't talk about that. Boy, you just hard-headed. Girl, you just fast. So, you know, it was just we were brought up totally different to look at it in a different light.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of times parents, if a little boy cries, don't be no sissy. What you crying for? And
exactly.
So I know as a black male, a lot of times I was encouraged to bottle my feelings up or not tell my true feelings. And now, as I'm older and I tend to express my feelings, it's like sometimes people don't want to hear. So I can almost imagine, you know, what a lot of people go through. And you're 100% right. Because even though I'm in my 40s, Sometimes social media gets me, because sometimes I might say something that I consider inspirational, and I'll be waiting, and I get two, and I'll be waiting, I get 2 likes, and I'll be like, what the hell?
2 likes. Absolutely. But if you put up some ratchet like, I got 5, chicks over here popping bars and we popping pills and they finna, twerk and all, you're going to get 1 million likes. So, you're not the only one, brother. It's just, we have to be culturally and socially aware and self-aware to know how much we can withstand and how much we can take.
Definitely. So look, let's talk a little bit about your nonprofit Recovery Warriors, because man, that 30 minutes get to rolling so daggum fast. So you started a nonprofit dedicated to improving and empowering the lives of seniors, homeless, veterans, single parents, and their children. Like, what made you start this nonprofit? And that's covering a lot.
Being broke, not having nobody to call on, not knowing where to go when I was broke to get the bills paid, with 2 kids looking at me. So the dynamics were, once I got up out of that pit, it was like, man, this is needed. The same way how your platform is needed, this stuff is needed. I see people who come up. Matter of fact, last night, I had a brother that reached out to me trying to get a pardon. So I know how to get it. I wrote in and got my own. I ain't got to charge you $1,500. I ain't got to charge you nothing. So it's just me really giving back those raw, free resources that were presented to me. Going out feeding the homeless. I know how it is when they ain't have no money. I ain't gonna sit here and just because the sun's shining that it wasn't no stormy days in my life. I'd have been to a food pantry before. You feel me? So I know those feelings. So for me, it's just gathering the resources so they can contact me and say, hey, T, I ain't got no food. Well, I might not have the food or money to give you, but I'm gonna give you A, Y, A, B, and C, where you can go and get those resources for yourself.
All right. Being that you, had run-ins with the law and done so many other things, like, what made you realize, you said this definitely was a necessity, came from being broke, but what made you realize, like, there were people out here who didn't know how to get pardons, or what made you realize that there were people who just needed your help? And how hard was it for you to start your nonprofit?
I was actually had an event back in my hometown of Columbus, and I was featured on the news. And from that one newscast, so many people reached out to me about their pardon. So that's what let me know that was something that was necessary and needed, and that a lot of people who have felons, they don't got the resources to pay no $1,500, $2,000 off the top, unless they go back and do something wrong to get that off their record. The nonprofit was pretty easy because I was kind of already doing the work, and by me working with the state, it made it a little bit more gravy just to kind of navigate. But, like with anything else, I'm sure it's hard to get people, to see your vision through your eyes. You just have to keep pushing forward in this fight.
All right. Now, you also mentioned that, you're a parent. How is it juggling all this and being a parent, making sure that you have your fingers on the pulse of what's going on with your kids?
Well, my 2 children are young adults now, fortunately. But I had my struggles. I mean, I can't sit here and act like everything is peaches and cream. I still have struggles. My son suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. He went into the military himself. It's a real. But, the only thing I've learned is I meet a person where they are. I do what I can. But in the meantime, I got to preserve myself. I ain't no good for nobody if I ain't taking care of myself.
All right. What would be your words of encouragement? Because I know a lot of times, not just gentlemen, women and men who have been formerly incarcerated, once they get out and, they finish paying their debt to society, one of the hardest things for them to do is to find a job. And they're put on probation, and, the probation officer or the parole officer tells them they have to have a job, and a large majority of these jobs won't hire ex-cons, ex-felons, or whatever the case may be. What are your words of encouragement for them, and how can you help those people?
Well, I always got a saying like this. There's 24 hours in a day. You got 8 to work, 8 to sleep, and what you do in those other 8 hours are going to determine your successes and your failures. When you're coming out of incarceration, you're going to have to do the work triple time. And if you can't get no job, my advice is to create one. Your incarceration is your job. That's your story. Go tell your story. It's many prisons that'll pay you. It's many agencies that'll pay you with incarcerated felon feels self $200 to go share a story for an hour and a half. So you gotta birth a new you out of what you already got. You know, you use that story, whether you was locked up for trafficking, when you was locked up for whatever it was, you use that as a story of inspiration to save the next generation. Your story is no longer for you. My story isn't for me anymore. It's for me to empower the next someone else who's listening out there waiting to hear it.
You know what? I totally agree with that, because a lot of times we focus so much on getting a job, or we focus so much while at the job, that we don't even realize our number one asset is ourselves. Like, we'll go on a person's job and basically sell them our time. Like, hey, my time for 8 hours a day is only worth $10 an hour to, or my 8 hours a day is only worth $7 an hour. We sometimes sell ourselves short, and our number one commodity is to us, but we fail to realize that.
Yep. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I couldn't have said that any better. I totally agree. A lot of times we're looking for external sources, you know, for our, I guess, security, but like you said, everything we got within. You know, when you're back against the wall and the reality sets in, it's some stuff you got internally that you can use. You just got to be like that super twins. You got to activate that thing that's inside of you that's been dormant. And you just got to roll with it. You know, whether you like to talk, you like to draw. I got a brother who's locked up right now, but every time he get out, guess what he do? He can draw better than anybody that I've ever dreamed I could see. So that's what he do. He get out, he draw your T-shirt, he'll draw your shoes, he'll get spray painted. That's your hustle. That's what you do. That's your natural talent.
You know what? I feel like a lot of us, like, inside of us is our inner compass. If someone put us in the wilderness with no map, no compass, it's going to be that inner voice that's going to get us out that wilderness. And a lot of times we tend to get comfortable on jobs. And first of all, I have 2 jobs, so it's absolutely nothing wrong with a job. But a lot of times I feel like
I do too, Vic. I do too. I didn't mean to cut you off. I do too.
But I also, all my life, I've always had a job that as long as I can remember, but I always had a hustle. Because I never, ever wanted the stress of the job coming, looking at me in my face saying, hey, you're fired. At least if I know I'm fired, now I have more time to concentrate on my hustle. And I think a lot of times, especially those who've been incarcerated and realize how hard it is to get jobs when you're on paper, we just kind of give up and don't look at that number one resource given us by the Creator, which is ourselves.
That's right. Absolutely. I totally agree. And if you really look at people that you know personally, I'm sure that the I know brothers and sisters who got out, did 10, 15 years, got out, and they're doing it the legal way. I'm talking about their businesses are thriving, and the reason why their business was birthed because they couldn't find a job.
All right, so look, we got right around a minute and a half left, so I'm going to go a little overtime because some things I want to get in. Let's talk about this Spring Into Recovery Tour. I see you have one more stop coming up in Augusta on the Spring Into Recovery Tour. Tell me a little bit about it and what all did it embody.
60 seconds. The Spring in Recovery Tour was just the girl going around the state of Georgia, just sharing her recovery story. I kind of get a little bit in depth depending on what the audience is. You're right, my last date is June the 16th in Augusta, Georgia. It's going to be the Recovery and Transformation, which is pretty much showing you the finished product. You know, I wasn't always this person that you're talking to today. You know, I went through some levels and some changes, but it was just me going to different, I spoke at colleges, I spoke at prisons, I spoke at, where else? I spoke just different settings, different events, and pretty much mental health or addictive settings, sharing my recovery story, and just really empowering people and letting them know, hey, you know, you thought that was the end, but that's just the new beginning for you. 10 seconds.
All right.
And the event in Augusta, again, it's going to be June the 16th. It's free. All the events, what I'm associated with, are free. You can eat free. Everything is free. You just have to get there, and there are always numerous resources available.
All right, look, next time you do something in Atlanta, please let me know because I would love to attend. Briefly, tell me a little bit about your children's mental health book and how can people find that?
You can go on Amazon, Tawanna Jackson. It's children's mental health being different and combating stigma. That book was birthed out of me just working in the field and working with children. I was working with adults, but I realized, you know, if mom and dad got issues, then the kid is probably going to have issues too. And the book was just birthed out of it's presented in a way where it's a read for anyone, just for small nuggets that we can look for in our children, whether we're parents, aunts, uncles, just to be forward moving, to make sure we're preventing this school to prison pipeline and this stigma that's associated with mental health, especially in the minority community.
All right, all right. Last but not least, because we talk so much about social media, how can people find you and Recovery Warriors Incorporated on social media? Or how can people get in touch with you if they need help, or if they want to sponsor, or, you know what, if they just want to say hi?
They can reach me at Recovery Warriors on my Facebook page, and it's RECOVERYWARRIORZ. That's with the Z. They can also find me on Instagram, recovery_warriors. That's also with the Z. Webpage is recoverywarriors.org. And my personal Facebook page is Tawanna Jackson. I have lots and lots of resources there. More than welcome to reach out. Cell phone number 678-558-9330. And I just want to tell you thank you again, brother. And I love your energy.
Hey, you know what? And I love what you're doing. And like I said, I definitely mean it. A lot of people tend to say things in the moment. Next time you're doing something, I can't promise you I'll be there, but always keep me posted when you got things going on. The least I can do is help promote it, help you talk about it, and just keep me abreast of what's going on in you, in your life, and with your company. And last, in closing, I gotta say, I love your logo, and definitely let me know if that's a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Me and you, I got you one. That me and you. I'll hit you again later off the air. But me and you, I got you, brother. I got you. I love it. I really appreciate that.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Anytime you need anything, please holler at your boy. All right.
Will do, and I'll be back. Thanks again for this opportunity. Be well.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Miss Tawanna Jackson of Recovery Warriors. I mean, she's a real live Renaissance lady, definitely doing her thing. It's your boy, Vic XL. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m., man. Hey, we're giving the street what they need. We're going to eat. We feeding the streets, feeding the streets, feeding the streets. Your boy, Vic XL. We out of here. Peace.